All right, everyone. Welcome back. You ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dive in.
Okay, so we've all heard about tea being a good pick-me-up, right? Like that caffeine boost.
Yeah, that's the usual thing people think about with tea.
Right. But guess what? There's this other compound in tea called L-Theanine. And apparently it might actually, impact how we think.
Interesting.
I was reading this research study, actually. It was from 2008, and it's in this journal, the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition, I think it's called.
Okay.
And yeah, it's super interesting. I had to share it with you. It's kind of mind-blowing.
All right, I'm intrigued what's so mind-blowing about the L-theanine stuff.
So basically, it's an amino acid,
Okay.
and you pretty much only find it in tea.
Hmm.
And get this, earlier studies, they found that L-theanine, at higher doses,
Yeah.
it seemed to help people relax, but without making them sleepy.
So it's not like a sedative.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But those were with, pretty big doses. And this study wanted to see if it would do the same thing, but with a normal amount of tea.
Makes sense. So how much L-theanine would you actually get from a couple of cups?
Exactly, yeah. So I guess the big question was, would it still have those effects, even at lower doses?
I see. So how did they test that?
Well, they had two groups of people.
Okay.
One got 50 milligrams of L-theanine,
Right.
which is what you get from a couple cups of tea,
Right.
and then the other group got a placebo.
So basically like a sugar pill, nothing in it.
Yeah, exactly, to compare. And they used those, what are they called, EEGs, those brainwave recordings?
Yeah, like they're looking at the electrical activity in your brain.
Right. It's kind of wild. You can actually see these, little waves on a screen.
It's pretty cool technology.
It is. So they took these recordings, before and after people had the L-theanine or the placebo.
Uh-huh.
And here's the thing. During the recordings, all they were doing was resting with their eyes closed. No puzzles or anything, just chilling.
Interesting. So just pure relaxation. And what did they see in the brainwaves?
Well, the group that got the L-theanine,
Mm-hmm.
they had way more, it's called alpha activity.
Oh, alpha waves. Yeah, that's the brainwave pattern you see when someone's relaxed but still alert.
Exactly. Like that calm focus you get when you're meditating or something.
I see. So even just having a regular amount of tea, it could be shifting our brainwaves towards that kind of state.
That's what it looks like.
Wow.
And just to be sure, they did another study too.
Right.
This time people could do passive activities, reading or listening to music, and they still saw that increase in alpha activity.
So it's not just from lying there with your eyes closed. It seems like a real effect.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
But what does this mean for us, day to day?
Right. That's the big question. Well, we know alpha activity is connected to attention focus. So if L-theanine is boosting it, it makes you wonder, could it help us concentrate better even when we aren't actively trying?
It's is tea giving us this secret brain boost? Because I know I always feel more focused after a cup.
Yeah, it's really interesting, though. This study was looking at the overall mental state.
Right.
We need more research to really figure out the specific benefits of L-theanine for thinking.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Imagine all those times you're trying to focus, reading something complicated, working on a big project,
Oh, tell me about it.
or even just trying to follow a conversation when it's noisy. Could L-theanine help with that? That's what future studies need to look into.
Huh. I never thought of it that way.
It's pretty exciting to think about.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Maybe our daily cup of tea is doing way more for our brains than we realize.
Maybe so.
I'm definitely going to go brew another cup when we're done here. See if I can feel those alpha waves going.
I think that's an excellent plan. Keep being curious. You never know what you might discover.
That's what we're all about here, right?
Exactly. Keep exploring.
All right, everyone, that's another deep dive done. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See you then.